You probably pass by trees every day, but have you ever stopped to think about all they do for you and your community? In summer, trees provide shade and breaks from the heat. When it rains, the trees help collect and filter stormwater, which helps mitigate flooding and improves the water before it drains into the Long Island Sound. They also serve as a barrier to noise, and they improve air quality by absorbing pollutants. Those are just a few reasons why communities across Southwest Connecticut are working to enhance, maintain, and preserve their trees. Hi, I'm Kelly from Coastal Connecticut Times, and today we're going to explore how local communities are working to improve their tree canopies. In our region, Norwalk passed a tree ordinance that helps enhance the city's planting of new trees and protections for existing ones. The Stamford Board of Representatives approved a resolution calling on the mayor to add funding for tree-related efforts to her budget this year. And Fairfield is in the middle of updating its forestry management plan to continue to expand its tree efforts. But many of these efforts came after a 2018 study from WestCog, a regional planning authority, which found that the region was severely lacking in tree canopy, particularly in its urban areas, and especially in Norwalk, which had the lowest tree canopy of the region. That's part of why the city passed the tree ordinance in 2021, and why it's spending about $1 million in American Rescue Plan Act funds to produce a tree inventory, plant more trees in areas like Woodward Park and Wilton Avenue, and maintain existing ones.
What do the traffic people plant street trees, right? We really found out through a number of studies, particularly those that are focused around complete streets, the intrinsic values that trees have, in a traffic world, right? We also see, as trees mature, they help visually narrow the roadway, which studies have shown a reduction in speeding in the street. Also, the street is a noisy place, as we just heard, right? Vehicles create noise as they go by, but the trees, when there are leaves on the tree, they absorb the sound.
It's also why local groups like the Norwalk Tree Alliance are supporting efforts to plant more trees in the city, particularly in its urban core.
We try to plant in paved areas to reduce the heat island effect. And the heat island effect is basically paved areas that are unshaded get warmer. So we try to provide shade so that it reduces air temperature. And so there's the overreaching goal of that. And then just re-treeing streets and having tree-lined streets are just more enjoyable for people to walk.
In Stamford, the Board of Representatives resolution calls on the mayor and her administration to fund 4 specific tree-related initiatives in this year's budget. Those are a citywide tree inventory, a water tank truck, funding for new plantings, and a parks maintenance person to help the city better manage and care for this valuable resource and asset. All of these efforts will help add to the number of trees in Southwest Connecticut and benefit the region as a whole, according to the analysis done by WestCog. To learn more about what your community is doing related to trees, or to get involved with local organizations working to address this issue, check out our full story at coastalconnecticuttimes.com.